Good morning, KWRA. We're going to wait just one more minute and then we're going to get started here. If you're new joining us, you will be muted during the duration of the class. So if you do have questions, make sure to pop those into the chat box if you're in Zoom, and then if you're joining us on Facebook, post your comments there and we will get to those at the very end. Okay, let's just go ahead and get started. So if you got the email today, we are going over the referral network inside of Command. So we're going to be talking about how you can grow your network, what that looks like. We're going to talk about what the referrals look like when one is sent to you. We're going to talk about how you send a referral to another agent. And then I'm going to show you something that's brand new, and it's the referral patterns for Oklahoma, and specifically Tulsa, going in and out. So I think you guys will really like that. And I'm going to talk about ways that you can leverage those referral patterns. So we're just going to start from the home page so I can show you how you get into the referral network section. So if I click on the big red KW, it's going to give me a sidebar, and we're going to go right into referrals. Now I'm going to take you through this page first, kind of show you what's on this page, all the buttons in here, and we'll just start here first. So if you've never been in here and you've never accepted an invite from somebody inside my referral network, you may not have any, and that's fine. So just after this class, I would recommend log in, kind of see what you're working with. If you have any pending invites, so an invite is like you're trying to be a friend with somebody. So think of it like Facebook. If I were to invite Deborah into my referral network, we would be friends. So she could see me and I could see her, and we can send each other stuff. Okay. So if you have anything that's pending, whether you sent it or somebody else sends you something, it will be right here. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a referral. It just means that somebody wants to add you to their network of agents, okay? All right, to the right of that, this is pending referrals. So this is anything that I have sent out, okay? That means I sent a referral to somebody. So I did this for training today, so you could see that. So that means I have one referral that's been sent out, but it's pending. That means the other agent has not seen it or accepted it yet, okay? The button next to that is the received. So this is anything that an agent has sent to me and I have accepted it, that I want it, okay? And then next to that is the sent, okay? So this is anything that I have sent out to other agents. And you can see that, so I've got the one sent and the one that's pending because the agent has not accepted the referral yet, okay? All right, underneath that, again, if you have not been in here and you haven't accepted any invites, you may have 0. If not, and you do have people, those people are your friends. So those are people that you can easily send referrals to, okay? So I can scroll down through here. I can see all the different cities, states. I can see their names. If I want to expand these out, I can do that too. So if I click the arrow, it gives me all of her information. I can even put notes in there. So anything that helps you remember something about this person, anything that will be helpful to you, you can throw a note in there. Any referral statistics. So this is going to be coming very, very soon, and I'm really excited about this, you guys, because this is going to tell you, is this person, what's the word, reliable? So it's going to tell you how many referrals Adrian has accepted and sent out. So you kind of get a good idea of, is this person going to work hard for this referral that I'm giving them? Okay, so that's going to be coming very, very soon. So we're going to close that back out. Now, what you can also do, so as you start to build your network, you could get up into hundreds and hundreds of agents that you end up adding to your network. So you can come in here and you can star your favorites, and that just gives you a better idea whenever you log in here. Show me my favorites. Okay, so I can see that I've starred a few, and let's say I just want to see my favorites for the day. There are my favorites. Okay, So we're going to unstar that. Okay, so let's talk about first how we grow our network before we start sending any referrals out. So we're going to click Grow My Network. It's going to bring us into the map, you guys. And so when you're trying to grow your network, I want you to think about, who do I know that does not live here? And it doesn't even have to be out of state. If you know people in Oklahoma City or Southern Oklahoma, think about those people too. But think about the people that don't live here, figure out where they live, and those are the cities and states you need to go after, okay? So for instance, let's just say I am looking for an agent in the, let me just pick one. We'll say Cedar Rapids area, okay? So if you're noticing, no agents are populating yet, and over here it just says 0. Obviously, this is a pretty broad view of the map, so you have to click in. So I double click my mouse, it zooms me in. You can also click the plus sign or the minus sign that zooms you in and out, but still no agents are popping up, okay? You can zoom in and out, or you can actually search for the city. So let's do the search real quick. And I said Cedar Rapids. Okay, so you see as I type, it does give me some options. So we're going to say the Cedar Rapids in Iowa. So it immediately zooms me in. Okay, so let's talk about this page real quick. So right now it's zooming in on the Cedar Rapids area. Now we're going to get some outlying towns. That's totally fine. So again, if I really want to focus on Cedar Rapids, I'm going to keep zooming in until I get a pretty good map of the area I'm working in. Okay, so it's probably this area right here that I'm going to be focusing on. So I can zoom in one more time if I want to. And that's a little bit better view of what I'm looking for. And you could even zoom in more than that. But before we do that, so here is the area I'm going to be working with. Now it's showing me my results based off of this map view right here. Now, obviously, you're not going to add 78 people to your network. So if you're just trying to add people because maybe you know somebody in Cedar Rapids, but they're not looking to buy or sell right now, you just want to go ahead and maybe add a few agents to your network, so that way if it ever comes to fruition, you're ready to help that client find somebody in Cedar Rapids. So what you could do is you could go through these results, and we can even zoom in one more time if 78 is too many. All right, 61, that's still quite a few, but we'll leave it at 61. So right now, you've got 61 agents that are in this map view. Right now, it's showing us just a random, so it's not by production level, it's not by anything in particular, it's just sorting them randomly, okay? So if you want to change the view, you can go by first name, A to Z, Z to A, you can do last names, closed units, listings sold, buy side, and leases. So on these production numbers, you guys, this is going off of year to date, so January until now. So it's not anybody's anniversary dates, it's January till now. So let's say that we want to look at the closed units in order. So I'm going to select closed units. Now they are in a particular order. So now you can kind of go through these, see if anybody catches your attention, and you can add them to your network. So let's look at this very first one, Matthew Lepic. Okay. I can't really see a lot on him, but if you click the arrow next to his profile picture, it gives you a little drop down, and I can see a little bit more about him. So I can see that he is on a team, I can see his phone number, his email, and then we get down to the agent's stats. So we've got closed units, listings sold, buy sides, and then his sales volume the last 12 months, and then his average deal size, okay? So that kind of gives you guys a little bit better picture of the people you are adding to your network. So let's say, you know what, I want to add Matthew to my network. Just kind of like we have on Facebook, you have this little person with the plus sign. I'm going to click that, and it's going to say, would you like to send an invitation? Now, this doesn't mean you're sending a referral. This just means you're sending him an invite to join your referral network. And I'm just going to say, hi, Matthew. This is for a training I am doing today. Okay, and we're going to send that invitation. So now what's going to happen is that Matthew is going to get a Kelly notification. So it's going to say that Alicia has requested you to join her referral network, and he's going to get an email as well. So then we can become friends, and then he will populate into my referral network, and then he will be in my friends list. So it's just an easy way to add somebody, kind of go through here, pick who you want based off of the people that live outside of our area and start to grow your network. Okay, so I could come in here and add as many as I want to. Super easy to do that. Okay, and again, we're going to add people that may not live in our areas, but we still want to help them, because those are still people that you should be touching base with, connecting with. And that way, when they think of real estate and they don't know anybody in their area, we still want them to think of you. We want them to think of you as the real estate expert, so that way you can help them find somebody in their area. Okay, so that is how we add people to our networks. Okay, all right. Before we get into, because I kind of want to piggyback this off of what I just talked about, as far as we're going to reach out to the people that we know that don't live here. Let's look at something that's very, very new. So up here, you kind of have a filter, and this is showing you just production. Okay, so if I click this drop down, if you want to search by market centers, your network, so let's look at my network real quick. Based off of all the people that are in my network, I can actually see by the map all the people in my network and where they are on the map. So this is kind of cool. I really like this. So we're going to keep zooming out. I want the entire country in my view. I think this is really neat. And you're able to just see everybody in your network that you are friends with, and you're able to see on the map where they are located. So this is really neat. Okay, let's go back up here, and this is what I wanted to get to. Referral patterns. They just released this right before Mega Camp, and I think this is so cool, you guys. Okay, so what is this referral patterns that I'm talking about? So based off of the referrals that Command has captured, so outbound, so Tulsa sending out referrals, you're able to see what the percentages are from Tulsa to certain cities. So here's our hub right here for Tulsa. Okay, if you look to the right, you can see all the percentages. So Tulsa to Fayetteville, Tulsa to Oklahoma City, Tulsa to Dallas. So you're able to see all the percentages of the data that's been collected, as far as how many referrals have been sent out from Tulsa and what are the top cities. Okay, so this has been very insightful, as far as just kind of looking at the data and seeing what is happening out there. So this is for outbound. So what does the inbound look like? All right, so what are our top cities that are going into Tulsa? So let's see, I think these should be in order. Yeah, they are. So the top one is obviously Oklahoma City, but we do have some pretty far ones out here. So we've got a Massachusetts, it's about a 1%. And a lot of these are going to be lots of 1%, you guys. Obviously, the referral network is still growing and people are still just learning how to use it. But this is super cool, you guys. So what you can do to help you, maybe you want to kind of do a little bit more with the referrals. So let's go back out to sent. Okay, so we're looking at the outbound. So as far as marketing goes, how can you utilize this to help you? You guys, super easy. And I just heard this last week, and it was like the light bulb went off in my head. So I know a lot of you have kind of trickled into the Command campaigns realm, as far as creating campaigns for your listings, trying to capture buyers and sellers. But you guys, you can also use those Facebook campaigns for this referral system. So what do I mean by that? What you can do is you can market to the cities that are popping up on our referral patterns, and market to those cities that are drawing into Tulsa. I'm hoping that's making sense. I'm having to think about it as I say it. So let's go back out to received. Okay. So we're looking at the people that have moved to Tulsa. So these are the top cities. So what you could do, you could run ads in those top cities and talk about Tulsa. Why should they move to Tulsa? So this is still being, percentages are going to go up and up and up, you guys. So obviously 7%, 4%, 3%, it's not a lot, but just know that based off of the data they've already collected, these are the top cities of people that are moving from Houston to Tulsa, from let's see, San Antonio to Tulsa. So when you're thinking about how can I market to the top cities that are moving to Tulsa, this is a great way to figure out, okay, which cities can I run an ad in to capture people that maybe are interested in moving to Tulsa. So if you're interested in doing that, talk to me and Cody. We'd love to test this out just to kind of see what we can get from it. When I heard this talked about, I thought this was really neat. And had never thought about it this way. We think about, okay, we got to market our listing here in Tulsa, but what if we marketed it in a different city where the data is telling us this percentage of people are moving to Tulsa from this particular city? So just something that I thought we could totally look into and check that out, okay? Remember, if you have questions, make sure to put those into the chat box and we will talk about it at the very end, all right, guys? Okay. Let's go back to dashboard. Okay, so you can already see that some of my numbers have updated. So I did invite 2 people into my network. I can already see that I have those pending invites here. So that number did change as I added those 2 people into my network. So I like the immediate data that we get out of this system. It's really nice. Okay, let's first look at, let me see how I want to do this. I was having to play around with this, but I forgot I'm not an agent, so I couldn't, I was going to use somebody else's account to send myself a referral, and I couldn't do it. So I had to kind of use the system a little bit. So we're going to look at somebody else's account real quick, and then we're going to come back into my account to show you how you actually send a referral. So I'm going to log out of my account. We're going to go into Cody's account real quick. Okay, before I even show you where are we going? Referrals. Before I show you what the referral is going to look like, I want to talk about something just real quick. So yes, I want you to use the system. Yes, I want you to find people, send referrals, add people to your network. But as you accept referrals or send referrals, please keep in mind you still need to fill out that referral page that you guys are used to filling out. We still need that for the office, because even though you are maybe sending referrals through the system or vice versa, unfortunately, the office is not notified when that happens. So we don't have any record of it. So still fill out the piece of paper that talks about the referral as far as all the information, the percentage you are accepting, and all of that good stuff. So we'll still need the paper, but this is just a great way for you to connect with other agents and send the referrals virtually. So just wanted to touch base on that real quick. Okay, so I'm logged in as Cody, and Cody has 1 pending referral. Okay, so that means somebody has sent her a referral, which was myself. So we're going to click on that 1 pending referral. All right, now we're inside the referral section. So anything that's been, that was sent, but maybe still pending, and you'll see active, funded, lost, expired, rejected, all. On funded, you guys, obviously, again, it's not really connected to the office right now. You will always get paid as long as we have the paperwork for it. So maybe if this doesn't update correctly, just know that you will always get paid as long as we have the paperwork, okay? All right, so let's look at received real quick. So this is a referral that Alicia sent to Cody, and Cody was notified that a referral was sent to her directly. Okay, so let's look at this little referral card. So under referral information, I can see that the referral partner is Alicia Youngblood. The referral fee given was 20% with a price range of $200 to $300. This was received 1 day ago, which less than. And then I can see the client information. And then I see that this client is pre-approved and pre-qualified. And I can see that there was a note that was left for me. And here was the note that was put in there. Okay. So down here though, this red button right here just tells you this is the time left for you to respond to this referral, which is 23 hours and 31 minutes. I'll show you where you can edit all of this information when we go back and send a referral. But be courteous of that time, you guys. And typically, I don't think agents are going to put a whole day's worth. They're probably only going to give you maybe a half a day to get back with them before they go on to the next person, because they want to find somebody quickly. So keep that in mind. But that countdown is going to give you a good idea of how long they're giving you to respond. Okay, so next to that, I have a reject, counter, and accept. So obviously reject means you don't want it. Counter means, okay, maybe I would like 25%, and then it's easy to just accept it and go on. So we're going to say accept. At this point, I can write Alicia back a message if I need to. So I'm going to write a message because we're going to go back into my account so you can see this. Okay, and we're going to accept this referral. Okay. What I love about this system, you guys, because you are accepting the referral, you're accepting an opportunity. It's immediately going to open up an opportunity card. Okay. Opportunity type, because the referral was a buyer, it's already going to autofill a lot of this information. So opportunity type is buyer. Cody is the owner of the account. The client, all that information was pulled in, so you don't have to do anything. You can leave the opportunity name as is because you don't know where he's going to buy yet. And then this is all just the extra information. So we're going to put just a 3% commission rate. The budget's already in there based off of the referral information that was given to us. And then we are in the phase and stage section. So based off of this referral, we're going to say that we're in the appointment stage, and we are going to be scheduling an appointment with this client. I'm going to click create. So now I've already created the opportunity. The contact was already added into my contacts. Now I'm able to connect with that referral easily, and he is already in the system, which is amazing. Okay. All right. So now I don't have any impending, but now I do have one in active because I did accept that referral. If I go back into active, here under received, there is the referral that I am working on. If I want to send Alicia an update, I can do that. Send update, write her a little note to let her know how the transaction is going. This is super helpful too for the other agent. Okay. All right, I'm going to go hop back into my account so that way you can see the notifications that are happening on that side. Okay, so we're going to go back into referrals. Okay, now my pending referral has been removed. If I come into sent, oh wait, sorry, we're in active. There is the referral I sent. I can still see all of the information that I gave Cody, who is the agent I'm giving the referral to. And I can actually see based off of what she did with her sales pipeline. So when we did that opportunity, I can see that Cody is going to be scheduling an appointment with Mr. Youngblood. Okay. And if I come into notes and updates, I can see all the notes that we are sending back and forth. So that's an easy way to keep track of the communication with that referral. The three dots up here in that referral, if I want to view the activity log, I can, and you can always send an update as well. Okay, so that was showing you what the referrals look like when you get them, and then what the referrals look like after they've been accepted. So let's go in here and let's actually send a referral to somebody. We're going to use Cody again as an example. So I'm going to click new referral. So let's say okay, let me back up a little bit. So we're going to pretend that you've built your network and you have found somebody in a particular city, and your client is needing your help, and you have found that agent, so that way you can send them the referral. Okay, so we're going to click new referral. We're going to select the agent. So you can either select the agent, and that's going to pull from your network, so your group of friends inside your network. and you can search for their name, or you can go and always find an agent if you need to. But I'm just going to put Cody in here. Okay, so I've selected the agent that I want to send the referral to. Now we have to go through the referral card. So are we sending her a buyer, a seller, a tenant, or a landlord? We're going to send her a seller. You can adjust the referral fee if you need to. So I'm going to move it to 20%. Here is that acceptance deadline. So how long does she have to accept this before I move on to the next person? I'm actually going to lower this to 10 hours. I want this to happen pretty quickly. Okay, because this is a seller, you may or may not know the min or max. So we're just going to throw something in here. Obviously not 2 million. I can write a note in here if I want to. Let's see. I'm trying to think of who, we'll do Mickey Mouse. Mickey is looking to sell his house very quickly. Okay. All right. Now it's time to go select the contact from our database. So I would assume your contact is already in the system. So this is going to make it super easy. So we're going to select from our database. We're going to select a contact. I'm going to search for Mr. Mickey. We're going to select Mickey. So it's going to pull in all of his information that is attached to his contact card. So I've got a first name, a last name. Typically you would have already had the address. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw an address in there. And again, this is a seller. So we don't have a desired location because we're not working with the buyer. We're just going to pretend we're working with the seller. So this is the property that they will be selling. It pulled in Mickey's email address, but I don't have a phone number for Mickey. Now, typically you would obviously have the phone number. This is a test contact. Transaction timeline. We're going to come in here and say that Mickey needs to list his house by the 30th. Okay. All right. So we've filled out our contact card. We're going to save those changes. Oh, choose a desired location, I guess. Oh, because it's catching that this is a seller. Oh, sorry, desired location. So where is, oh, that doesn't really make sense. So we've got the address in there. So this is a seller. We're just going to throw Tulsa in there because we don't know if he's moving. We just know he needs to sell. And it's going to be in the Tulsa area. So we're going to select Tulsa. Okay. So now we're going to save our changes and send. All right, so just brings me right back to the dashboard page. I can see that I've got one pending referral. That means it's been sent out to the agent I have referred the business out to. I can click on that, and then I can see all the information for the referral card I just filled out. I can see the little countdown timer that Cody has 9 hours and 59 minutes left to accept this referral before I move on. I can also see that Mickey has not been pre-approved or pre-qualified, so that is something I will need to help Mickey with. Yeah, you guys, I really like the system. I like how this works, so I hope this was helpful and beneficial for you guys. So go ahead, if you have questions, let's throw those into the chat box, and we can kind of go off of that for a little bit if you guys have questions, or hopefully that was very thorough. I don't think I've ever done a training this in-depth in the referral network. I really like it, and hopefully you guys can see the value in it. And really, off of that referral patterns, I really liked that. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. I'd really love to try that with somebody. So it's time for questions. If you guys have questions or comments, go ahead and pop those in there. I'm going to check on our Facebook page real quick. See if anything's over there. Let's see. You guys are just so smart. There's not going to be any questions. Okay, we've got no Facebook questions. Okay, great. Valerie is interested in learning more. Okay, so here's a question. So if we have referral in Texas, okay, if we have a referral in Texas with an agent that is not KW, how do we do that? Okay, so the referral network is just for Keller Williams agents, Jana. So this would not help you in that aspect of it. So if you're working with somebody that's not with Keller, you can't use the system because this is only for Keller Williams agents. Great question, because I don't think I ever said that. So to repeat that again, the Command referral network is only for Keller to Keller referrals. Do we set up a Command opportunity? So Jana, what it did is that immediately after, so if you were on the receiving end and you accepted a referral, as soon as I accepted it, it immediately made me go create the opportunity. So that it's like you get to do the both at the same time. You don't have to do another step. It immediately takes you to create the opportunity, and that part is done. I'm getting the referral. Oh, I see your question now. I see your question. So Jana's question is, she is getting a referral from a Texas agent who was not with Keller Williams. So should she put the referral in her Command opportunities? I would say yes, Jana. Obviously, the other agent is not going to see the activity, but any opportunity, whether that's a referral, whether that's on the listing side, the buy side, any opportunity for money, you put that into your sales pipeline, no matter where it's coming from. So yes, I would still create the Command opportunity and track that through your sales pipeline. Great questions, Jana. Okay, where is the referral form to send to the office? So another great question. If you guys have never seen the referral form, it is located in our .loop templates. So you can go create a loop for it and pull it in and work off of it that way, or you can pull it up, print it, and fill it out and send it off, whatever your preference is. But that form is located in the .loop templates, or it's located in all of the offices in the forms area. Any other questions? No, Jana. So Command doesn't actually hold the forms. All the forms are still going to be located in .loop. Command is just going to be the place where you send for compliance, but we'll get together one-on-one so I can kind of talk more in depth with you over that. Okay, last chance for questions regarding the referral platform. This is being recorded, you guys. So if you came in late or if you're watching this on playback, you'll be able to obviously watch the whole thing on our Facebook Communication Unplugged page and then also on our YouTube channel. So we'll go ahead and end this training here. I hope this was very valuable for you guys. And if you ever have questions, if you're trying to send something or if you got something and you need help with it, please reach out to me so I can help you. But until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great week and a fabulous weekend, and I will see you next time.